Hi, everybody.
Greetings, friends.
It's Jim.
And Dave's
Beer Review.
Dave, please let us know what is on tap
Wonder.
for this beer review.
I'm Upshitz Kriek. I mean, it's Manayunk's Upshitz Kriek.
Upshitz Kriek?
No,
Kriek?
Upshitz Kriek. Because you know what? I said there's a reason why the IBUs are so low. Usually when IBUs are really low, they're because they're sour beers.
And Dave is the king of sour BM.
Sour beers.
Where's your glass?
What's over here?
Here, while he's doing that, why don't you take a look at that?
It says we added a boatload of the most expensive, most exquisite sweet dark. I can't read this. It's too low. I can't read it. You gotta read it. My eyes are not good.
No problem. My eye's good.
My eyes bad. I can't.
Hey, Manayunk, let's make your website reverse pinchable, huh?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
We had a boatload of the most exquisite, sweet, dark cherries we could find, giving Upshitz Kriek an abundance of sweet and tart fruity flavors, balanced by far from a modest grist bill. Both our house Belgian yeast and a select strain of Brett Dre offer sensational contributions to give this sour ale its unique and delicious flavor. Just don't be caught without a paddle.
Because you're Upshitz Kriek.
ABV, 8.0%. There you go, Dave. IBUs is 4. Availability, 500 milliliter bottles and on draft. Malt is pills, wheat, and flaked wheat. Hops is Cascade. Ooh, Cascade again, huh?
He does this on purpose.
Nice. Does one on purpose.
Buy sour beers.
Well, beers are beers, man.
Not beers or beers.
Beers are beers.
Not beers.
This is a sour ale with cherries, just so you know.
Well, it looks like a sour beer with cherries. Look at it.
I don't think you poured enough there, buddy.
I think I did.
Come on.
Stop! Stop it!
Come on, you gotta be Upshitz Kriek.
I am Upshitz Kriek. You saw what I did on purpose, right?
No.
I poured myself this much, I give you that much.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind you drinking more. We gotta be equal here.
Oh.
Well, that's a very reddish color. It's kind of cherry-ish. Not a huge amount of carbonation there.
Ugh.
Smells like a sour. I don't smell like cherries. You smell cherries?
I smell stuff.
Cheers. Ooh. Nice. Sour. That's that bread of my CCs. What's the matter, Dave? You don't want any more?
Terrible.
Are you giving this less than a 5?
Yep.
What are you giving it?
4.
Dave.
0.4.
Dave.
0.04. 4 point nothing. Minus 4. Minus 4.
All right, get settle on a number there, buddy.
Minus 2.
There's no minus
Okay.
2.
2.
2.
That's terrible.
You give this 2 out of 10.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'm starting to think you don't like this.
Oh. Yuck. Nope.
Now I think we should maybe do a 5th beer review because you didn't like this, and the last one.
You're
was out
drinking
there.
this whole beer.
Yeah, I'll bet
That's
gladly.
a lot of beer to drink, Jim, and I don't have to drink it. Because I had sipped and said, I don't like it. So we should do a beer.
I think you should try it again because maybe your taste buds weren't ready for it.
Nope, I don't want no more.
Take a sip.
Nope.
A little tasty.
Fine. Look, I'm not a bad person.
I never said you were a bad person, except for that one time you killed somebody.
Oh. Oh. Never again. Never again.
All right, so you don't like it.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, I wish I never had that beer in my lifetime.
I wish you never had the beer.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, Mr. I don't like sours. I think
No, there are some sours that aren't bad. This one's bad. I don't like this one. There's a reason why I didn't take this one out of your fridge and take it home.
well, it's too big for you anyway.
With the bottle? Yes, you're right. It is too big. The big bottle. That's not a regular sized bottle.
All right, so here's the thing. Sour beers, oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Sour beers are not everybody's forte. Matter of fact, I was talking with a nice gentleman in the Dallas airport when I was coming back from La Quinta. And he said him and his wife were on a 10-year plan to open a brewery. And I'm thinking to myself, 10 years, this guy is patient at AF. You know what I'm saying? But he's like,
How old was the guy?
Huh?
How old was he?
I didn't ask him how old he
How
was.
old will he look?
Yeah, he looked in his 30s.
Okay. 10-year plan's not bad. If you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
10-year plan's not good when you're in your 50s.
Well, yeah. Well, he was year 5, so halfway there.
Oh, okay.
And it was really interesting talking to him because he's just like, yeah, my one friend who owns this brewery and my other friend that owns that brewery. I thought to myself, this is one heck of a circle of friends. All these people own breweries, and this guy wants to open one up. And we were talking about the business.
Did you recognize any of the breweries he was talking about?
He didn't name drop. He didn't tell me what the
he
breweries
didn't say
were.
the breweries were.
But it was like saying, my one friend, he likes sours. He was like you. He wasn't crazy about sour. But he says one friend will not, if it's a Brett beer like this one, he says he will not open it in his brewery. He'll take it home and open it, but he will not even open a Brett in his brewery because he's afraid of contamination.
Contamination?
Oh yeah, well that's the whole thing. You know, you don't want to get your regular yeast stocks infected with Brettanomyces.
Brettanomyces.
Call it Brett for short.
Brett. This is terrible. I'm thirsty.
But I told him I would be happy to review his beer when he opens his brewery.
Oh, how nice.
And I told him about the Jimm and Day beer review.
And he subscribed to our
And
channel,
no, I'm
right?
sure he forgot as soon as he walked out the bar. But it was a very nice guy. I hope he does open his brewery in 5 years. Because we were talking about, recently Green Flash came crashing down.
Who?
Green Flash Brewery?
Never heard of him.
Oh, we've reviewed their beers before.
Green Flash.
Yeah, they kind of imploded. They expanded too fast. They opened a lot of debt to open a second brewery. Months after it opened, they shut down, and the creditors came knocking,
Green
and
Flash.
they're like, they were distributing in most states in the country. Then they contracted. They're like, we're going to only distribute in these states. And last I heard, I think they went out of business. Just the crushing debt that they got themselves
sometimes
into.
you go a little bit too far in, man.
Well, that's not a question. You got to grow smart.
So I
You
said
know,
too
and like getting a
far
bunch of
too
investors
fast.
to open up a whole new brewery. You're just asking for trouble apparently.
Not everybody can be a Weyerbacher or a Victory or a Founders.
But anyway, back to the review of this.
About it. Or a Manayunk.
I'm a big fan of Manayunk Brewery.
I like Manayunk.
I was going to this place before I was even aware of the craft brew movement. I was dating a girl, went down there. It's an interesting place. They have these little marks in their dining area about where there's been floods from various hurricanes.
Good conversation. Remember that?
Yep. And matter of fact, I'm a big fan of their SBP number 3, which is a sour ale that is
Yeah,
dry
that
hopped.
one wasn't bad. That one's bad.
Well, I think that is not necessarily a bread sour. I think that's just a kettle sour, if I'm not mistaken. But it could
It's
be.
a kettle sour.
Well, you have to get in the whole brewing techniques. I'm not going to get into it here.
I'm
now.
sorry, I didn't know we were going too far into the depth of the brewing process.
Yeah, it's not a Brettanomyces.
You
I
can't
am not
say it. I
saying-
can say a crude minute. What did I say that big word was?
Phenomena. Do 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 do.
Aluminum.
It's. I don't think it's a Brett sour. I think it's a kettle sour,
no
but I
bread?
could be mistaken.
Okay. All right.
Google kettle sours if you want to know what it is.
Google. Okay.
I am going to give this a 6.5 because it's nice and tart. The cherries give it a sweetness that kind of counterbalances the sour just a little bit, but it's not excessive. But it's got that heavy tartness that is a signature of the Brett yeast. That if you don't like Brett sours, well, you're not going to like this. But if you are a Brett fan, I think you'll like this. It's got all the characteristics of a sour that sour lovers love.
Bad.
Now, if you're not a Brett fan, well, Dave obviously is not a Brett fan, so there you go.
No.
So he gives it a 2. I give it a 6.5. Now, having said that, sours for me are still very difficult to rate because, quite frankly, I remember I was trying a bunch of sours in a row, and I was like, well, this is sour, and this is sour, and this is sour. I was like, what do they have in common? Well, they're all sour. And so, aside from the sourness, it's very difficult to find that little explanation of the flavor that differentiates them from each other. Now, having said that, the cherries on this, when I drink this, I'm not like, ooh, cherries. I mean, the cherries are there, but they're not that prominent. If anything, they are a slightly sweet, balancing this to the sour, but sourness is still the overall characteristic of this beer. Which is why I'm only giving it a 6.5. So, decent sour, but not my most favorite sour in the world. Actually, Dave, you know what?
I don't know.
I think this beer would probably benefit from some aging. What was the ABV? Was it 8? Yeah, I would probably say if it sat for a couple years, mellowed out a little bit.
Maybe it wouldn't be as bad. Maybe give it a 4.
Shut up. But anyway, if you're a Brett fan, I think you'll like this. Give it a try. And so there you have it, Dave.
Never done.
Hey, listen, by the way, women, if you're pregnant,
10 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
don't drink alcohol beverages due to the risk of birth defects.
No.
You shouldn't operate heavy machinery or drive a vehicle if you're under the influence of alcohol.
That's right.
And of course, excessive drinking can cause health problems.
Really?
So, eat a salad, you fat bastard. I'm talking to you. No, I'm talking to me.
And he's talking to me too. I'm so fat.
And the reason we try these different beers is we believe that you, our viewers, should drink great beers.
Never love to your friends.
You're our friends, so we ask you to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down. What do you think about this review? Was it just verbal diarrhea? Or did we give you some interesting information?
I said about
Please
10 words.
Comment below. Well, that's when it makes a good video. Psych. I'm just joshing. He's my buddy. I've known him since before kindergarten.
I know.
He's like, hi, I'm Dave. I have cowboy boots.
I did have cowboy boots. I used to walk
Do you
around
still have
with them.
cowboy boots?
No, I wore them in 5th grade and they made fun of me.
Yeah, I think you should get more cowboy boots.
I think so. I should.
Hey,
Should wear them tomorrow.
Linda likes cowboy boots.
What's
She
that
goes
mean?
to like cowboy places.
I don't
I
know.
think you should wear
will
cowboy
you
boots when you
stop
go
that?
over to her house. We go over to this girl Linda's house and he's got a crush on her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So she watches this beer review. Dave's got the hots for you, Linda. I hope you loved him wrong time. I mean, I would ask you out, but I'm married, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Jim's been saying for the last couple of days. Yep. That's what he's been saying.
Yep. But if I wasn't, and I was 200 pounds lighter, I'd definitely go for it.
He's 200 pounds.
You're laughing like Howard Stern's mother.
I was laughing like the Joker.
Is it me or are we both really pink on this video?
I'm pink. Yes, I'm laughing too. It's kind of making me pink.
Oh, time to get this party started. Anyway, I'm out of here.
You're welcome. Goodbye, people.
Talking about verbal diarrhea. We're at 13, 18 minutes.
It's okay. You were talking the entire time.
Well, I have a
We
lot to
love
say.
you. Goodbye, people.
Bye, Dave. See ya.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
I hope your face isn't so pink in this video.
Gonorrhea.